Hey guys, I want to bring you a video bonus, which is how I filter and sort through jobs on Hire My Mom and FlexJobs. Those are the two we're going to look at, and I'm going to briefly pop over here to Facebook and show you an example. So core difference between FlexJobs and Hire My Mom. I find that FlexJobs has a higher volume and freshness level to their jobs. Hire My Mom has a little bit lower volume, so not as many new jobs. Additionally, I think people that come to Hire My Mom have an expectation that they're going to pay a cheap rate because they're thinking, spit up stained, yoga pants wearing mom who's working during nap time. And that has just a higher perceived value in their mind than a telecommuting professional. All right. So I just find that there's higher paying jobs on FlexJobs. Here's how I search. So go into the advanced search and we'll just do a couple examples here, and you can save these searches. I mean, it's really a good tool, and you can have notifications, new jobs, all those things. So let's just start a little broad. Let's just look at 100% telecommuting, part-time, flexible schedule. Let's just start like that. And I'm even going to not pick any. One thing you could do is when you need to filter further, we can filter further. Okay, so let's just start with that broad and see what turns up. Look, 1,400 jobs, right? Like really, really broad. So as I start filtering through, these are at the top are people that paid money to have them go to the top. I think that's why they're yellow. SEO copywriter and blogger, SEO specialist, product description copywriter. Isn't that interesting, right? So there's a lot of writing ones that are turning up. Executive assistant, telecommute, temporary position, remote with flexible schedule, and it's in Washington. Okay, so here's a tip. As this is how I review. Bellevue, Washington, Pacific time zone. They're going to want somebody from, 11 a.m. Eastern until 8 p.m. Eastern. So if you want your evenings to yourself, this might not be for you, but let's look at it. I see temporary senior administrative assistant. Does this support a busy executive? So I always question this. How can you really support somebody well remotely? So it depends on the person and their ability. But I think that working for a busy executive is a pretty high demand thing. So here's what I would tell you. If this interests you, if this type of work, this really like core foundational administrative assistant kind of work is your thing, like you feel like you're not super creative, you like doing just being that helper person, then apply for a few of these and get to know the market. It doesn't cost you anything to apply. You learn a ton by applying. Now, the next thing I'm going to tell you to do is, who is this company? Who is Agilent? Now, I have a clue on who Agilent might be. So I'm going to open that link. Aha, it's not even the company, right? It's a staffing agency. So what's going to happen here when you find jobs that are a staffing agency, they're going to take a cut of what you're making. So your rates are going to go down. Now, the flip side is that this is probably a corporation who is looking for this person, and they're willing to pay a little bit higher rates. They're willing to pay a firm like this to seek and find the person for them and pay them part of the cut. But you're sort of freelancing and you're a little bit at their mercy. Now, if on one hand, you get a little bit of their support tools around you. On the other hand, the pay is going to be a little lower. And so you see, this is going to send you down a rabbit trail of like, oh, look, they have their own job listed here, right? So then you can start searching right through here to find different types of jobs. And of course, they're a big staffing agency. So they have things all the way across the country. And now we're down the rabbit trail. I don't know if you can search for remote. Gosh, they have so many categories. Contract, there. Contract, direct hire, contract, temporary. So I would automatically filter by contract, temporary. But most of these ones over here, right, are going to be like that. They've probably posted a lot of their remote jobs over here on FlexJobs. Okay, so if that's your thing, go for it. But hey, we just learned something about that post. let's keep one. Lots of tutor roles, right? Like I think that's Rosetta Stone clearly is hiring a lot of tutors. Let's see what this role looks like. So if you're a teacher who's trying to break into this might make sense. It says employee part-time, alternative schedule, part-time schedule, telecommute. So you're an employee of Rosetta Stone, all right? And they are hiring a ton of tutors. So this is probably, I'm going to guess, a $12 to $15 an hour job. They're pitching it based on flexibility, 10 to 12 hours weekly, work from home part-time position, and they have shifts, right? So you're going to be filling in this shift work, which could be, if you're like, I need some cash, this might be okay. But now you get the gist of what that looks like. So let's go back. Look at how many interpreters. Gosh, we got to get out of the interpreter space. Let's go back and refine our search a little more. Hang on. Something caught my eye first. Let's look at public relations brand manager. Some of you people coming out of the marketing place might really love this. So look at that, $25 to $35 an hour freelance, because this probably 10 to 12 hours a week beginning at the end of October. And this is also their client, right? So Creative Circle, let's research them. This looks promising for somebody that has marketing experience. Creative Circle is a digital agency. So they've got, they've got a lot of things going on. There looks like they're really broad too, right? Like look at all the places they are. Cincinnati, Miami. I mean, they're all over the place. So that means they're a big digital agency, and they're probably hiring a ton of freelance talent, which is really not a bad thing at all. They could be a good firm for you guys to keep your eyes on. That's a good pay rate. Looks like they're seeking people who are a little more, with a little more professional experience, which is great for some of you jumping out of corporate. Pitch to industry magazines for placements, write and create proposal letters, email marketing pieces, newsletters, social. So you are really running a lot of the PR for their clients. And in this case, experience in the luxury and or high-end hospitality space would be wonderful. So I'm going to guess this might be a hotel or a resort kind of situations. It says a design firm. A design firm that probably does design in the high-end hospitality space. That's what we're looking for. So if you like this, so now all these things have to come together, right? Can I do these skills? Do I like this industry? Like, do I have experience to add to this industry? And the next thing I would do is Creative Circle. Now my eyes caught here. Let's look at their description, current and past jobs. So this is really important. They're headquartered in LA. You want to look at how much are they using FlexJobs. If you click on somebody over here, number one, you can get a feel for their whole company. There's full-time freelance, social media specialist, long-term freelance, and a lot of very digital online marketing kinds of things. So a lot like my Lori Mercer CTO business, where I have a small set of freelance part-timers who help me with my clients. This is like Creative Circle is that on steroids. They're doing a ton of stuff. So I don't know. It would be a great way to add expertise to your schedule, to your resume, and it would be a great way to gain experience. It's not for you if you don't want to feel like you're working for the man, is my guess. Unless you want to take a short-term freelance job, right? So potential up to $30 an hour. So as we're talking about pricing, even this company who's hiring a digital marketing specialist, freelance to full-time, up to $30 per hour, 6-month contract in Del Mar. So this one, it's hard to tell now, is this flex or not? It's just freelancing. I think they want you to be there, but it gives you guys an idea of the pricing, like what are people paying out here for these services? And $30 an hour sounds good. This one, where's the one I saw just above? 1-year contract, $22.54 per hour, full-time freelance, right? So you'll just want to be cautious when you're looking at those, but that's a little hotbed. Creative Circle. Okay, so now let's go back to our advanced search, which we can do over here very nicely. Let's go ahead and click freelance so that you're not getting jobs where people think you're an employee. Let's go ahead and click in the job category. Let's click online content. You see there's 37 of them waiting for us. All right, so content writer specialist, freelance PowerPoint designer. Ooh, I love PowerPoint. Telecommute job. And look at the name. So all of these by Lionbridge, internet ads assessor. Now look where they're placed. These people are looking for $6 an hour Philippine consultants or freelancers. So I probably wouldn't spend a lot of time there. Writer, blogger, part-time telecommute, we brag. I don't even know what that is, but that looks interesting. Part-time contract writer, blogger. Create 1 to 10 quality articles per month. Must have experience managing AdWords campaign. So AdWords campaign, what if you don't have experience there? You go do Google AdWords training. You start getting some experience in that space. So if you start seeing this come up, like I want to do these jobs, but AdWords is required, then and so many of them, you put next on your to-do list that you need to get some AdWords experience. Let's just look at this company for a second. Online marketing and advertising agency that specializes in Google AdWords pay-per-click. Okay, so these guys are basically getting people to write blog posts that are clicky, attractive, and that rank well in Google. And that's what they're getting paid for. All right, so now you know what that company is like. That's constantly what they're hiring, the same kinds of people. If that's your jam, that's a good thing. Schmoop. What the heck is Schmoop? Science curriculum. So that's probably e-learning company. Digital publisher. Pretty cool. Mountain View, California. I just like their name. And if you like this stuff, this could be interesting. They don't give a pay rate in here, so that always makes me suspicious. They're clearly targeting teachers. Also means they think they probably are finding teachers at a low rate of pay to do this for them. So maybe not so cool. All right, so do you guys see where I'm going with this? There's some really, really good stuff here. Really, really good stuff. But you have to dig for it. You got to mine for gold. The more specific you get in your searches. So if I wanted to put something in here, like I could put the word WordPress. Okay, WordPress. What did that just do? Did that just erase my other search? Let's back up. Well, okay, I guess you got to do it the other way then. Let's do WordPress. Let's do Ontraport, just for kicks. Let's do Canva. I don't know why. Let's see. And now we are going to search. Oh, hang on. I obviously did that bad. Let's just do Canva and see what comes up. Blog editor. But now what we want to do is flexible schedule. This one is only an employee. So that didn't work. What if I type in Ontraport? Notice how you can do save this search, by the way. I totally haven't been doing that. There's only one Ontraport. Virtual assistant, the art of applying. Oh, interesting. But look, it only pays $16 per hour. Now, here's the thing. Profit Factory. Let's see what they are. Canadian company. All right. So they are the Kolbe assessments. Okay, so this is like a leadership training company, I believe, if I'm seeing that the right way. They're probably training a bunch of online marketers. Entrepreneurs use the engine room, work less in their business. Yeah, so this guy is coaching, Kolbe test. This is like board. Yeah. So these people are making a ton of money. Here's the thing. They are making a ton of money and they're going to Flex Jobs to hire a $16 an hour virtual assistant. I don't know that I like the feel of that. So let's just click through it and see. Profit Factory's company to work with entrepreneurs to match them to assistants. Well, that's interesting. That's not at all what their website says. Summit Board of Directors, the Great Assistant Program. Maybe they do. Free up 10 hours a week with a great assistant. So basically, they have attracted this whole large set of executives, and they are trying to match assistants to them. Okay, so it might be something to go after, you guys. I would go after them here, but I didn't like that $16 an hour rate. But maybe you can wow them, right? Maybe you can wow them to jump back in. There's also one hesitation here. They're training people on how to use an assistant. All right. And so sometimes that means you're going to fall into a client who is just a PITA, you know what I mean? A pain in the you know what. So you need to be super cautious with that. And yes. So look at jobs. 20 hours per week, G Suite, Basecamp, Ontraport, Schedule Once, WordPress. Like these are things you guys know, right? The pay rate is $16 per hour. I think this is totally great for you guys to start. For you who are trying to break into the market, I think it's totally spot on. There's another one. Pay rate for this one is $19 per hour, so a little higher. DoorGrow. I like these. This is fascinating what they're doing. I didn't see a pay rate on that one. $17 per hour, 20 to 25 per week. Functional medicine, $17 per hour. That's really basic stuff. So yeah, I shouldn't say it's really basic because look up there what it says. Track Facebook ad stats. That gets a little more tricky. Okay, so that's an idea. I'm spending too much time here. I want to jump over to Hire My Mom. All right. So here's the thing on Hire My Mom. I am clearly logged in as a employer, not an employee. So let's log out. Let's find jobs. I'm just going to do it this way without being logged in because I don't know what my there it is. That's probably my employee job seeker board. Okay. So the first thing I usually do on here is go to newest jobs because there aren't as many newest jobs. And then I start filtering to part-time. Go. And okay, sales, customer service, administrative virtual assistant, bookkeeper. So you see the jobs are more relevant here. Posted 2 days ago, 5 days ago, 7 days ago. See where we're going? So let's fall into happiness, blogger, part-time sourcing. So let's just look at this one for a second. Social media marketing manager, part-time. Let's look at those two. Okay. I did that wrong. Now I'm just looking at the company, but let's do this. Let's open their website first. Get rid of, we don't need these. Okay, so fall into happiness. Doesn't challenge you, won't change you. Okay, awesome. Coach, story, content. Okay, so Chris is a coach. Coaching services. We know what's going on here. Personal coaching. There she is. Real girl, real face, real connected. Addiction and recovery coaching. Even more interesting. This is a real sensitive, touchy area. Wellness travel. So she is hiring. Let's look at the quick view. I am a new business with the book coming out soon. I'm looking for someone to help me start blogging in my business. I will start a blog. Boom, girls, this is gold. Gold. She needs somebody like you to hold her hand. Do you see how on Hire My Mom, like sometimes you can hit gold faster than Flex Jobs, but sometimes don't let her have the expectation that you are cheap and not worthy, right? Okay, so here is Gecko Active. Gecko Active is brands for active people. So it's a brand, it's a product company. Looks like bags, yoga mats. Okay, so their job is social media marketing manager, For health supplements, which is a tough niche to work in online because everybody's doing health supplements, 2 to 3 hours per day, 3 to 4 hours per month. I would also guess that maybe this person is a ClickFunnels kind of person, because ClickFunnels guys, they coach specifically into how to market supplements. So just an FYI. Okay, so here's the thing. $12 to $25 per hour means they're going to pay that much based on experience. They want you to spend consistent time, like to own their brand basically online. So that's a pretty heavy commitment. I do believe that if you do a good job for a company like this, it is absolutely, you're able to grow. They want you to develop a Facebook group, build a following of our target audience. So this takes really some strategic thinking. So this means somebody with the strategic brain is going to have to be like, okay, I'm willing to make $12 to $25 per hour, because for this kind of stuff, you guys see my rates and you know what I'm charging. But it could be a great place for you to learn and break your teeth on. I don't know anything about this company or this person. They've been specific about how to apply, cover letter, and explain. So that's not bad. I sort of like that. But it gives you an idea. Okay. Here's a social media one. This is probably, similar thing. So they are probably a marketing agency, and now they're looking for somebody to help in the space that everybody's struggling with, Facebook ads, for $15 to $25 per hour. Personally, I would probably not pay that low rate for somebody on Facebook ads, because I would think they're not an expert in it. Because anybody who's doing a good job with Facebook ads is getting paid way more than $15 to $25 per hour. In fact, they're not even bidding on hourly work. Experience in Business Manager, run their ads through Power Editor, vast experience beyond boosting a few posts and creating. So this is maybe dreamy, wish listy. Tourism organizations to New York Times bestsellers and business. Oh, okay, gotcha. So they need somebody to run their Facebook ad stuff. Now, if they have a strong lead account person and you're just coming in doing the Facebook ads work and learning, this is also not a bad place to gain experience, because what's going to happen is you can wow some of their clients, and some of their clients may ultimately throw some other work your way. Okay. So that was now 23 minutes of reviewing how to review some jobs on Hire My Mom and Flex Jobs. Oh, let me pop over here for 1 second. These kinds of boards, VA for Hire, Pinterest, I just picked this one randomly. Cheap, cheap, cheap. Girls, stay away from this. Like, if you have to be posting a $140 project here, you're not working with the right clients. The people that come to these groups, this kind of group in particular, they come for cheap stuff. Like, I have come here because I'm like, I got $20 and I need a new blog out on my Firefighter Wife post. And I know those girls have spent like 3 hours pulling those blogs together. So I would be, prices starting at $75 per month. I don't necessarily recommend you guys doing that. I mean, if you want to start there as a loss leader, like, I just want to break into a client by giving them this low cost service, and then eventually I want to be doing more for them, like $500 to $1,000 a month, make sure you pick a company that has the ability to do that. So this is really just a loss leader. Like, you can come in here and say you'll do something like this, but don't make that your bread and butter work, right? It's just to gain business. Goodness me. Yes. Do you see the rates? So I just wanted to give you that tip. $20 for an Amazon roundup, right? This is what I paid for in here. 3 images, 25 links, and they'll go through and use my Amazon affiliate and build these blogs for me. Even the big bloggers I know who have money to spend and are doing this, they are not paying these people to do these things. Just saying. Experienced VA, and she's charging $10 an hour for administrative tasks, $75. So I would never hire her. She's positioning herself way too low in the market. Like, I know she's not gonna be able to do what I do. So you see, if you have the experience to do better, you get the experience and you can legitimately do the $20 to $30 an hour. First of all, I never hired $10 an hour VA. The lowest I start anybody at is $15 an hour if they're brand new. And then I I train them, and if they stick, then we move up to $20 an hour in about 30 to 60 days. And then to go from 20 to 30 is much higher, by the way. Now I'm getting off track. To go from 20 to 30, you need to be an independent marketer. Like, you need to be understanding my brand, understanding my copy, understanding Ontraport and complicated systems like that. All right. So that's your target for moving up into those spaces. But I hope I never see you girls on here saying that you are going to do. Okay. I know this girl, Leanne. I've come across her multiple times. Interesting. So this is not a bad approach. She's just over here like, hey, I'm adding people for my October calendar, and here's what, but see, nobody's commenting. She's having to bump it. Here's what you get. Let's look at her website. Nice website. Look, she's trying to sell courses as well, but I'm not seeing any there. Hire me. Web design. So she's very heavy on the website and tech side. I've seen her around for a long time in the web space, and graphic design as well, right? So she's doing a $1,500 website, and that's pretty basic. 7 to 10 day turnaround, up to 8 pages. Oh God, she's building it on Squarespace. Oh God, no, it has to be WordPress. Okay. Crazy website monitoring. So, but I like this, right? Like, some of these things are really good. She's not priced too low, and you notice she didn't put her price over here. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up, and I hope you found it valuable.